Hi, welcome back. I'm still with Amanda Whitmardono from We the Teachers. So let's move on. We want to talk a bit about youth. These are the people that we're trying to educate. What's special about Indonesia's youth?
We're very talkative. Our Facebook and Twitter engagement is probably the highest, among the highest around the world. And we're not scared to voice out our opinion. And that is something that we can leverage on, really. I mean, if you throw one good message, one really positive message, one campaign, for instance, the youth will just pick up on it, and then there will be real movements. And democracy is growing in Indonesia, and you can't ignore really the voice of youth, the voice of the mass. So that's where we come in.
Where did your inspiration come from? Was there any chance? You started about a year ago.
Yes.
Was that in the run-up to the election?
No, not really. I mean, my passion is in the classroom, it's with education, and I got to see education both from an internal, domestic point of view and also from a helicopter point of view, where there are many other stakeholders engaged. There are the parents, there are the government, of course, there are the investors doing education. So it's more on seeing a lot of knots in the system and trying to be the little solution to that, hopefully big.
Trying to untie the knots?
I hope so, little by little. As I mentioned, it takes time, it takes persistence, so it's not something that is going to happen, in very, very instantly. And I know that we live in a culture of instancy. It's very easy to get self-approval, for instance, through social media. Back to our topic earlier, it's very easy to just share personal things, but I do not want to discount the importance of process, that it all takes experience, it all takes rigidity, resilience to make changes happen on the ground level.
How does your operation break down? I mean, is it all online, or do you have centers on the ground level?
It's mostly on the ground level. We're trying to bring it up online, but I would say the penetration in terms of teachers specifically wouldn't be as high as other Indonesians. They're busy with administrative work, they're busy with parental communication, for instance, so not many teachers are really hooked on emails. Facebook groups is popular, but just trying to make communications work online is another challenge that we need to tackle too.
Now, is there a heavy bias towards the amount of teachers in Java as opposed to Eastern Indonesia?
Yes. I think when you talk about Indonesia in general, it's very different in different parts. I'm actually, I wouldn't say I'm opposed, but then I feel like there needs to be a national standard, but then curriculum and local content needs to be highlighted even more. Because as we look throughout different parts of Indonesia, the needs are different, the culture is different, the way we perceive teachers are different. Teachers are more appreciated in other parts of Jakarta, and the education that these children need as they grow up and enter the job market will be different as well. So I think there needs to be a strong local content in our formal schoolings.
Do you think bringing in iPads into schools and that sort of thing is going to be helpful in the long run, or do you think it's just more about the attitudes?
In the long run, definitely it will be helpful, because you all know that technology makes geography irrelevant. It helps in a lot of things, but it's important as well to not forget the roots of education, which is human interaction, which is all those core values of respect, of tradition, of really being diligent in doing your work. Those are the things that still needs to be there. Then iPad can come in, and then it wouldn't be a disruption towards what's already happening, but it will actually be a tool, a segue towards a more effective education service.
Okay, well, we've got to go to break again, but we'll be back in just a minute with Amanda Whitmardono.